Hello friends, so today we will see burstable instance. The instances like T2 and T3 are burstable instances. AWS has the concept of burstable instances. And what are these burstable instances? So burst means that overall the instance has good CPU performance. Like if you are working and if your instance is getting burst, then your CPU will have a good performance. And when does it burst? So suppose when the machine needs to process something unusual or unpredictable thing, like a spike in load for example, so it can burst. Okay, so your instance will burst and then CPU can be very good. And why? So why I'm saying this, because suppose there is a spike, then you know that your CPU usage will be more, so your CPU performance would be decreased. Okay, your CPU would slow down. To prevent that slowdown of CPU, your instance get burst. If the machine bursts, it uses burst credits. So according to your instance type, like in T2, if you're selecting T2.nano or T2.micro or T2.2x large, so according to your instance type, some burst credits are given to you from the AWS only, and you can use that burst credit whenever there is a load in your instance. Okay, if all the credits are gone, the CPU becomes slow. The CPU generally becomes slow. If the machine stops bursting, credits are collected over time. Suppose your machine is not bursting, so it will automatically be collected. Credits will be collected over the time. Next is burstable instances can be fabulous to counter unexpected traffic and getting the assurance or insurance that it will be handled in a right manner. Burstable instance, suppose it is very good because if you have unexpected traffic and if you have a higher workload, then it will assure you that yes, your workload would be handled in a right manner. Your CPU won't be slow down. Okay, if your instance oftenly runs low on credit, you need to shift on a different type of non-burstable instance. Because suppose if your instance is very oftenly it runs low on credit, then what? Then you should shift to different type of non-burstable instance, because your instance might not be able, that instance type in which you are in might not be able to handle that type of workload. That is why it is bursting again and again. Next, credit usage. So this is the picture, or a picture of credit usage and credit balance. So here you can see that this is the time 0.0000002 by 10. So here at this time your credit usage is more, because your CPU is having a load here. So your credit usage is here, but your credit balance, suppose it is around 590. Okay, suppose this is around 590. So this was 590 till this time, until this time. But when your CPU was on load and when it started using credit, here your credit balance is getting low. Okay, it's getting low. So this is a picture depicting your credit usage and credit balance relation. Next is CPU credits. So here all the information about CPU credits is given to you. T2.nano launch credits 30, vCPUs 1, CPU credits earned per hour 3, max CPU credit balance 72, vCPUs 1, baseline performance 5%. All these are instance types. Okay, and T2.2x large has the largest vCPU collection, has the highest launch credits, can earn most CPU credits per hour. It has also like you can earn CPU credit balance 1944, vCPUs are 8, and it can give you about 135% of CPU utilization. Experiment run a CPU stress command to peak at 100%. Suppose after the credits are exhausted, the measured CPU utilization drops. Okay, here is the picture of CPU utilization. Here it is 100% CPU utilization. Your CPU is being utilized at the full capacity here. Now your credit balance at the same time would be dropping drastically. Okay, and when it becomes 0, your credit is exhausted, then what? Then your CPU utilization would be slow again, low again. Your CPU will be slow here. Next is, it is possible to have an unlimited burst credit balance, but surely AWS will charge you for that. Suppose if you have exhausted your credit balance, then also your CPU performance won't be low if you are selecting unlimited burst credit balance, but they will charge you for that. If average CPU usage over a 24-hour period exceeds the baseline, then the instance is built for additional usage per virtual CPU per hour. And you have to be careful, you have to monitor again and again so that you don't go beyond your whatever budget it is for you. Here it is the picture representing CPU utilization, credit balance, and CPU surplus credit charge. And this surplus credit charge would be charged to you by AWS. So you should have this on mind. Let's do some hands-on on this. I have this running instance now. Let us see where we can have credit specification, where we can enable that unlimited or standard. So when you launch an instance, suppose I am launching an instance here, when you move down, my family should be T2, okay, T2 or T3. So my family is here T2.micro instance family. Next I'll be moving to advanced details. Here are the advanced details. Let's look. So here you will find credit specification, okay, and this credit specification, if you will select that like unlimited or standard, and on the basis of that your credit will be utilized. Suppose you have chosen unlimited, then if you cross your credit balance, then addition charges will be applied by AWS to you. And if you are choosing standard, then what happens? If you are choosing standard, then if your credit balance is used up, then your CPU will ultimately be slowed down, and that will be like your workload. If your workload is higher, then your CPU will not perform according to you. Next we can also see, like if I am moving back, this is my running instance. I can also monitor my CPU utilization from here, like in this monitoring. I'll click this and you can see that I have not used this instance much. I have just created it, and here is my CPU credit usage count. You can see it was spiked here, like this is the spike. My credit usage was the most here, and this is how my credit balance just dropped slightly, you can see, and now it is again regaining. Okay, so I can regain my credit balance ultimately automatically by AWS over the time, and my credit usage was more here. My CPU utilization I can also monitor from here, like it was utilizing the most here at this point, and suddenly it was dropped, and now it is also regaining. Okay, so this is how I can check my CPU utilization, credit usage. So I hope this was much understandable to you. Let's meet in next video. Thank you.